Hey, it's Odd here again. Name's Ochola Aaron. Um, it's been a minute since I did the introduction, and I think we're ready to begin. We're ready to begin with the whole series, the adversity series. And like I said, I'm going to be giving be giving some stories of mine and how I believe they relate to thick mentality and the results of them, and how I'm still working on some bits of myself. Today the key word for us is going to be alchemy. Yeah, hard word. Alchemy just means it's something from chemistry. Some people think it's magic. Basically, what these guys were doing was they were getting objects that seemingly had no value and turning them into gold, or very valuable things. They believed in something called a philosopher's stone. And while these might be, let's say, magical stories, or some I think they're make-believe stories, I believe there's something to be gotten from them, especially as it pertains thick mentality. You know, let's take let's take a stone, like a stone. It's just a stone. It exists. It's nothing that you can use for, except maybe, yeah. Let's say there's nothing you can use it for, right? And let's say there are two errands. There's one who is saying, "Oh, this is a stone," and then there's another one who is saying, let's say Aaron one is saying, "Oh, this is a stone," and then there's another Aaron who is saying, "Oh, this is a stone. What am I going to use the stone for?" Right? But Aaron one thinks like the alchemists would think, and that's how us proponents of thick mentality will think. We're like, we can turn this into something. Aaron two, on the other hand, he's not even thinking of turning it into anything. You know, he's just thinking, "Oh, poor me. There's just a stone. I wish there was something more." Now, if Aaron two was existing back then when in the Stone Age, he would have died. He would not have been able to survive. He would have died of cold. Aaron 1, on the other hand, would have hit the stone with another stone, maybe, and made fire. You see? So, in the beginning, like, was there fire? No. There was a stone. And there were two men. One Aaron 1 and two Aaron 2. Aaron 1 decided to shift his perspective. Yes, it might seem foolish, actually. It might seem like your head is in the clouds. There's a stone here, and it's clearly... Why are you fantasizing that something else can happen? Aaron 1 is being the realist. Like, oh, there's just a stone. What am I going to do with this stone? So, sometimes when you're, like, for example, having, like, thick mentality, and so people are going to look at you foolishly. People will look at you a certain kind of way, like, this one, his head is in the clouds, until you get your result. So now we all use fire. And eventually, even after, imagine, if even after the fire was invented, there'll be another, let's say the great grandson of Aaron 2 or Aaron 1. You look at the fire, and this is just a fire. And say, "Oh, this fire is hot, it will burn me." But the other Aaron 1 will say, "No, you know what? If I'm careful about this fire, if I use it a certain way, I can maybe roast food, roast meat." So today, I was just talking about perspective, like, let me tell you, you just have to approach things differently. I'll give you an example. Um, I recently, recently I moved into a new place, right? And the geyser or the heater was not working. The heater of the showers, and it was the winter. So, like I said, Aaron one is going to choose to say, "Oh, my heater is not working. I, what can I do?" You know, Aaron, or let's say now Aaron two is the negative one, is the positive one. Aaron two will be like, the heater is not working. So Aaron two can do one of two things. Either if he wants the hot water so bad, I mean, just go and boil water. That's life. Yeah, you'll boil water. But what I did, for example, is I decided, why don't I introduce a little adversity in my life and see what happens? Because, as you know, I'm a student of physiotherapy, and it's known that cold water helps with inflammation. And I've had inflammation before on my shoulders because I've dislocated my right shoulder. And it also helps with healing, like healing from workouts. So I decided, hey, why not start with the cold showers, man? And up to now, bro, I cold showers have now become a thing for me. I introduced that adversity into my life, and I feel great. You know, I feel so great. So I'm going to over the next few days or few weeks, I'm going to be introducing other ways, other realistic ways of introducing adversity into your life, and that will, challenge you, because eventually you want to get into like mental health and everything, mental health work, mental health, working on your mental. That's one of the biggest things. And if you realize, thick mentality is about strengthening your mental, you know. So let's do this, okay? Um, I'll be announcing our merchandise, sorry. And yeah, let's get it, man. Let's support your boy. Follow me on Instagram, thickboy, ThiccBwoy, and Facebook, Aaron Ochola. And I also have a page, Thick Mentality, THICC_MENTALITY. Peace. It's okay.